About 2 weeks ago, I decided to get a silk press. A silk press is basically a temporary hair straightening method which is usually done on Afro-textured natural hair. So it's a very intense heat process whereby you can literally see curly natural hair become sleek bone straight hair in one sitting without the use of chemicals, just heat. So watching videos of silk presses became a thing for me at some point. It was very relaxing and soothing and always very beautiful to see the end results with, juicy, bouncy curls. So yeah, it had always been in my to-do list. It had always been in my explore list for my hair because I'm someone who loves to try new things with my hair. So yeah, I decided to get a silk press. The steps are quite simple. Shampoo, deep condition, blow dry, and straighten with heat protectant, of course. All the steps were followed for my process. Like I said, the style is quite temporary and should revert back to natural if everything goes as planned. There are a series of steps when trying to revert from straight back to your curly natural hair, and if everything goes as planned, if the process was done correctly, if you used enough heat protectant, there's just a lot of factors which would determine the success of the reverting process. So on this particular day, I decided to take out my silk press. It's been 2 weeks and it was time to revert back to natural.
Good morning. I am about to take out my silk press. Can you believe that? I am hoping that I don't have any damage. I'm a bit scared because whenever I have my bath, these strands usually get wet, like the strands at the back of my hair usually get wet, but they don't curl back up. They don't shrink back. And it just got me really scared. So because I'm a bit scared that I have heat damage already, I went ahead to buy this Sheer Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen and Restore Treatment Mask. It is made with shea butter, peppermint, and apple cider vinegar. Okay, so it's like a treatment mask for heat styled hair, chemically processed hair, and natural hair. So we are gonna dive into this. It comes sealed, which is a good thing because some of these hair products don't come sealed. What? This smells so divine. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're gonna be using this. I also have my spray bottle. That's with like a very small section. I'm working in sections because I don't want to, what's the word? I don't want my hair to tangle. So I want to make sure that I get every strand to revert. Wow. What have I done? She's not reverting.
So I have low porosity hair and it usually takes a lot of time for water as well as products to penetrate my hair strands. Okay, so I decided to go in with the mask after applying a lot of water and saw that it wasn't working. So I went in with the mask and I just applied the mask over my strands from roots to ends and just waited to see what was going to happen.
Because of the porosity of my hair, it's going to take a while for the moisture to really do its work. I will just leave this in. I think it's going to revert. I'm hopeful, really hopeful.
First step to knowing that you got a heat damage is by just using ordinary water, just water to saturate your hair, and then see how your curls form from that moment.
What is going on? What is going on?
It was at this moment that I began to really get scared about my hair. So basically heat damage is when your hair remains bone straight after applying heat, or when your curls do not return back to how they were before. So basically your curl pattern is distorted. So I used to have thick 4C natural hair, very curly, thick, tight curls. but I noticed that my curls were no longer tight. This was when I started seeing my curls, and so they were loose, they had lost elasticity, so they were no longer shrinking. And if you're natural, you know that shrinkage means healthy hair.
Scared about this one. So scared about that one. Good.
So it's usually advised that after getting heat styled hair, you do a little bit of protein treatment, because basically whenever you use heat on your hair, it removes keratin, which is a protein that makes up your hair. So that's why it's advised to follow up with a very light protein treatment right after heat styling. So when the keratin protein is lost, there are holes or let's say gaps that form within your hair cuticles. So the protein treatment right after that would help to fill in those gaps by reconstructing the protein that have been lost. So now basically that's why I used the mask that had a little bit of protein in it, as opposed to the Afroji 2-step treatment, which I was seeing every other YouTuber use when they got a heat damage. So that's a very strong protein treatment, and if used wrongly, it could cause your hair to literally break and fall apart. So I went with a milder protein treatment. If you do the protein treatment wrong, you could definitely get a protein overload, which means too much of protein in your hair. So basically the level of protein and moisture in your hair is not balanced, so it makes your hair to become unusually dry, very lifeless, split ends, stiff, and it could literally fall off. So yeah, this was basically the reason why I went in with a mild protein treatment using the Sheer Moisture strengthen and restore treatment mask. Okay, so I followed that up by rinsing it out first and then using a shampoo to cleanse my scalp and cleanse my hair.
Boy, I messed up big time. My hair is literally a mess right now. I'm going to try one last step. This is all that I have. One last step using this conditioner.
So I decided to deep condition using this Sheer Moisture conditioner as well, and I actually noticed that while I was applying it, my hair began to look fuller, but it still didn't do as much. So yeah, I just applied this all over my hair. I noticed that the damage was really at the back of my hair, so I would literally see like the bone straight strands at the back. You can see that. So also by the sides of my hair, so we had a lot of heat damage at the back as well as on the sides. But so I had the conditioner on, and then I also put on my plastic heat cap, and then deep conditioned for I think maybe 15 minutes thereabouts, and then I washed this off.
My hair is officially heat damaged. What am I going to do? I have no idea, but it's damaged. There's nothing much I can do.
I don't know, maybe I should have done like a proper deep conditioning treatment, but the hair was already gone before we even got to the deep conditioning step. So yeah, that's basically how I lost my hair. So from this clip, you can see the damage, you can see the bone straight, you can see 3A, you can even see a little bit of maybe 4A, 4B, you can see 3C. So there was just a lot of curl pattern going on in my hair strands. So you can see this part was just completely bone straight. So I had to reach out to the salon, and they asked me to come in to assess so that they could assess the situation. Okay, so I got there. In order for him to see the damage, of course he had to wet my hair, so we ended up doing like a protein treatment and a deep moisture treatment as well. And then I eventually had to cut off the strands that were, damaged. Okay, so because the strands which were damaged were at the back and at the sides, I ended up getting a pixie cut. They asked me to come in every week for complimentary protein and maybe deep moisture treatment just to help revive the hair. But I had to assess the whole situation, and I said, if you're being honest, the hair is gone, the hair is gone. There's no point, trying to revive what is already lost. So I assessed the situation and looked at everything, and after crying myself to sleep 2 nights in a row, I decided to get a big chop. So basically, I cut my hair. I couldn't stand the different textures I was seeing on my hair, and I'm a natural hair influencer. I cannot be promoting for brands and then they're seeing damaged strands, so I just decided to basically start from scratch. You can even see from this, like, my hair was just very limp, lifeless, and some parts had the damaged strands, some parts had curls, so it was just not looking healthy. So I just decided to chop everything off. So yeah, the salon actually took 100% responsibility for their actions, and like I said, they gave me like complimentary treatments every week, but I couldn't just do that. It wasn't realistic, if we're being honest, because the hair was just damaged from all angles. Okay, so the owner of the salon actually reached out to me, and they all apologized, and I'm like, well, what's done is done. Okay, the damage has happened. I have to move on from here now. I told her that I cut my hair, and you guys don't know how sad I was. I was in a very bad place mentally, but I just decided the best thing was to cut it off so that I just don't keep on thinking about it. Okay, so I also got like a full range of their products as a complimentary hair care package. So they sent me their products for me to basically kickstart my natural hair journey again. And so that's basically how I lost my hair, you guys. That's how I got my big chop. And this is like my 4th big chop that I have done voluntarily, like without maybe when I was a kid my parents cut my hair, I don't know, but the ones that I know of, this is like my 4th big chop. So yeah, welcome to a new journey, you guys.
Stay away from heat.
Okay, my loves, so this is me. This is me real time right now. Coming up here, I want to show you guys what my hair is looking like in person right now, and I have my hair in like finger curls currently, and trust me, I am loving every bit of it. And so we're back to square one, literally. So I just wanted to say, I feel like you guys are going to acknowledge, or what's the word, appreciate this journey, because this is a journey. I'm not stopping natural hair content. Nah, it's just in me to try out new things with my hair. I love seeing the different things that I can achieve with my natural hair, which was what drove me to do a silk press. But I'm not stopping creating content, so I'm still going to be creating content, and I feel like you guys are going to appreciate it more now, because you're going to be seeing the growth, you're going to see the progress and everything. So you guys would basically follow through on the journey and see what works for me. If it works for you, perfect, and all of that. So the techniques also matter, so I'm sharing some techniques which I'll be using to basically get my hair up to speed. Okay, so yeah. Oh god, I can't believe I'm this happy. Like 1 week ago, I was in a very bad place mentally. I was like, girl, you just cut off one source of your income. Like, you just cut off your income source. Like, but my mentality has definitely changed within the past couple of days. I can still create content. Like, if I want to show you guys how I got these finger curls now, that's content for me, because that's natural hair content. So it doesn't stop even with a big chop. That's still content for me, because I love trying things out, and with this I just feel like, oh, there's more things that I could try. I mean, you guys should get ready for short teeny weeny afro content, how to do stuff even when your hair is short, the vibes.
But yeah, okay. And also when it comes to the salon where I actually got the silk press done, honestly, I hold no grudges against them. If I'm being honest with you guys, there's no hate at all. My review still stands. It's an amazing salon when it comes to taking care of natural hair. They do silk presses on a normal day. I just don't know why mine was different, and I'm not going to use just one one failed experiment to kind of judge every other thing, right? I've gone there before and I enjoyed their service, but this one it was quite unfortunate that it happened this way. So but when it comes to heat, I will just tell you, do not, it doesn't matter the salon you're going to, just don't get a silk press. It's not worth it. It's really not. It's really not. So don't just get a silk press. When you're using heat, just avoid heat basically, because you never know. So I hope you guys would come with me on this journey to growing a healthy long hair, because I believe I can get healthy hair and long hair at the same time, which is my goal this time around. Yeah, that's basically it. Please stick around with me for the journey by subscribing to my channel down below. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Also comment down below what your thoughts are. How do you like this? I feel like I'm rocking it well, but your opinion still, I'm asking for your opinion, but I feel like I'm rocking it well. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. Thank you guys so much for the support so far. Thank you for sticking around with me up to this point. But we have a new journey at hand, and I want you guys to come along with me on it. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.